What if I told you that some people can influence your decisions, emotions, and even self-confidence without you ever realizing it? Not through magic, not through force, but through psychology. And the scary part, you've probably already experienced it. In this video, you're going to learn the most common dark psychology tactics people use in everyday life, and how to spot them before they affect you again. Stay until the end, because the last one is the hardest to notice, but the most powerful. Dark psychology isn't about villains or movies. It's the study of how human behavior can be influenced, shaped, and sometimes manipulated. Most people don't even realize when it's happening because it doesn't look like control. It looks like a normal conversation, a joke, advice, or even concern. But underneath it, there can be intent to influence your thinking. Let's break down the most common tactics. Tactic number 1, gaslighting. This is when someone makes you question your own memory or perception. They might say, "That never happened. You're overreacting. You're imagining things." Over time, you start doubting yourself instead of them. The danger isn't the argument, it's the confusion it creates. Because once you stop trusting your own judgment, you start relying on theirs. Tactic number 2, emotional hooks. This is when someone uses your emotions against you. Instead of logic, they use guilt, fear, or sympathy. For example, "If you really cared about me, you would do this." It's not a request anymore. It becomes pressure disguised as love or loyalty. And the moment you act out of guilt instead of choice, influence has already happened. Tactic number 3, intermittent reward. This is one of the strongest psychological hooks in human behavior. It works like this. Sometimes they give you attention, sometimes they don't. Sometimes they're kind, sometimes they're distant. Your brain gets addicted to the uncertainty because unpredictability creates obsession. This same mechanism is used in gambling systems and social media algorithms. And in relationships, it can make people chase validation instead of peace. Tactic number 4, social proof pressure. Humans naturally follow what seems normal. So when someone says, "Everyone agrees with me," no one else thinks that. You're the only one who sees it that way. It creates pressure to conform. Even if something feels wrong, people often adjust their opinion just to avoid feeling isolated. This is one of the easiest ways influence spreads in groups, friendships, and even workplaces. Tactic number 5, mirroring and fast trust. Some people build trust unnaturally fast by mirroring you, your tone, your interests, your opinions. It feels like instant connection, but sometimes it's not connection, it's calibration. They're learning what makes you trust them faster, and once trust is established quickly, influence becomes easier. Tactic number 6, control through confusion. One of the most subtle tactics is inconsistency. Someone may change their story, contradict themselves, or shift blame. This creates mental overload. And when the brain is confused, it stops resisting. Instead of arguing, people start accepting just to end the tension. Confusion becomes control. Final tactic, the one most people miss. This is the most dangerous one. It's not what is said, it's what is normalized. When someone slowly gets you used to behavior you once found unacceptable, your boundaries begin to shift without you noticing. What once felt wrong starts to feel normal, and that is how influence becomes permanent. The goal of understanding dark psychology isn't fear, it's awareness, because once you can recognize these patterns, they lose most of their power. Not everyone is trying to manipulate you, but understanding how influence works helps you stay in control of your own decisions. If you want a part 2 on how to protect yourself from these tactics in real time, comment, protect. And don't forget to like and subscribe, because once you learn how the mind is influenced, you'll never look at conversations the same way again.